Hello everyone, Treecks here. Welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered. This is going to be part 17. And don't mind me if I actually sound a little bit enthusiastic this time around. Because we've just found my favorite weapon in this game. I actually really like going around the world with this weapon. Apparently I'm not able to kill the parasites here, that's already a downside. But trust me, there's going to be plenty of things we can actually kill in very awesome ways with this weapon. It is by far the most powerful weapon in the game, by far the most fun one to use. Now that we have it, a lot of things actually open up for us in the remaining part of the world. Before we actually return to Phazon mines and continue towards the end there, the second floor of the mining facility you might say, where we actually were forced to backtrack because of missing the grapple beam, the X-ray visor, which is technically not required down there, but it is handy to have. Allow me to tell you already. But of course, the plasma beam is required. And now that we have all of them, we can actually quickly make our way back there. I must admit, there is actually an elevator leading towards the Phazon mines in this very room. It's the remaining door that we actually did not go into yet. However, that way into the Phazon mines we cannot take yet, because of missing a certain other item. And therefore we are going to go through the Phendrana Drifts actually. Because now that we have all of the weapons, we can pick up all the things we've missed there. The plasma beam and the grapple beam were also required for a couple of items back there. As you may remember, the edge of Phendrana, that part of the region. We skipped out on a lot of things there. And now that we have pretty much all of the equipment in the game, with the exception of one thing. But that one thing is actually not needed there. We're going to clean out the Phendrana Drifts region fully. Also picking up everything we've missed in the other parts of Phendrana Drift, of course. Not just in the edge region. And what do you say we actually start in the quote-unquote old part of Phendrana Drifts? Immediately get that out of the way. Starting off in the quarantine cave. Remember how I actually talked about one item being hidden here? And how we needed another item? Oh, and Thardas seems to be replaced with a simple she-goth. Emphasis on the simple, because watch this. With the plasma beam, this guy is a complete joke now. There he goes already. He's not able to absorb our attacks with the plasma beam, making killing him a lot easier. But anyway, now that we have the grapple beam, we can actually go over here. And that was indeed the item we were missing for this missile expansion, the grapple beam. And now that we have that, the missile expansion is ours. And that was the first item. We could actually go back into the rest of Phendrana Drifts, or go to the edge region and then take the route into the Space Pirate base. To go back to the old parts, but we can also do it the other way around, of course. Actually go to the old parts of Phendrana Drifts, the Shorelines region, I always call it. And from here, actually, eventually making our way back to the pirate's base, and then make our way towards the edge region. I think that is actually the fastest route through Phendrana Drifts. Oh, the guy actually went completely haywire. Yeah, you can already see the plasma beam actually kills enemies a lot quicker. Especially these guys who really like killing these sky pirates. The moment you hit these guys with a charge shot, they immediately incinerate. Awesome way to actually kill these guys. But like I said, I'm actually gonna go into the Shorelines region first. Picking up all of the other items, including the Chozo Artifacts that you also need to pick up in the temple. Talked about the Chozo Artifact being there. But for that we needed an item that was able to thaw ice. And guess what? With the plasma beam we actually have that now. So we're able to actually pick up the Chozo Artifact there. First heading into the ice ruins, of course. Here we also have a sheet of ice that we can actually thaw out now. That's actually right over here. You can also hear there's an item over here, if you listen closely. Shoot ice with your plasma beam. Sheets of ice that actually look like this. And as you can see, it will break. And this one actually containing a power bomb expansion. That is always nice to have. That we already know by now. Power bomb expansions are sacred. Now, turn to the Shorelines. Oh, she got. And it looks like these guys are still immune to our weapons from in the front. So let's go crawl behind you. And it's incineration time. Oh, Samus can be so cruel to the local wildlife. That's also one of the aspects of a Metroid game, of course. Samus is a giant wildlife killer. Alright, next weapon. Sheet of ice in this pillar over here, containing a missile expansion. Next, let's go to the temple. Also need to go to the other ice runes, of course. There's another sheet of ice in that one, but I think this one is a bit closer. Let's go grab the Chozo Artifact first. Oh yeah, so these guys still need Wave Beam, of course. Only electricity is able to kill these guys, not fire. These guys have a mortal weakness against electricity. We still needed the Plasma Beam for the Chozo Artifact, of course. Electricity can be powerful, but is not able to actually thaw out ice. Right, that guy's not going to be a problem, hopefully. Yeah, he barely does any damage. Now I think I do want to get rid of you. And bam! Alright, this is where we wanted to be. Chozo statue. I've not seen a whole lot of them in this game, but luckily they are still here. What is a Metroid game without Samus sometimes curling up into the hands of a Chozo statue? Let's go. Jump on you. Nope, and not over you. Yeah, there we go. Oh! He doesn't want to hold me. He doesn't like me. Ah, so that is what it does. Opens up a little morph ball tunnel over there. And guess what is hidden here? Our next Chozo Artifact. I've been collecting quite a lot of them already. This one is the Artifact of Sun. You would have actually expected this one in the Sun Chamber, actually. Since this one was for the Sun. But no. They placed it over here. Chozo likes to be confusing. I know. It's already confusing enough, their history. We'll be learning more about that later. In Metroid Zero Mission, in Metroid Dread. Not so much in the Metroid Prime games. We've got enough Chozo history coming up later. Still need to head towards Ice Ruins East, of course. It's going to be the final thing we need to do in the Shorelines region. Climb this ledge over here. Bam! Your ice enemies, I can kill you with one shot now. Don't need my missiles anymore. Boom! Sometimes it's fun to actually try to kill these guys as late as possible. So you get that cool effect. Adult She-Goth, I'm not afraid of you. And I also don't care about you. I'm only here for this sheet of ice over here. Because there's one last item to pick up over here. Another missile expansion. Giving us a grand total of 205 already. Man. Almost done with collecting items. Phendrana Drifts is going to be the first region that we're fully going to clear. Let's not forget about that. Where are we? I need to go towards the pirate base. Ruined Courtyard. This way. There's also a Chozo Artifact we need to pick up over here. On the control tower. And I believe that is going to be the only item we need to pick up there. Right, approaching the tower. Time for me to actually return to commentary. Tower access. I'm pretty sure I did actually mention there was a Chozo Artifact in that area. But now we actually have the weapons to obtain it. Allow me to actually show you what we need to do. First we're going to kill some flying pirates. Preferably with a charge shot, because then they will instantly incinerate. The only way to kill these guys. Music doesn't stop, so apparently there's more of these guys. Yeah, here you are. And number 4. You guys would actually be wise to stay away from me from this point on. I'm starting to become dangerous. Speaking of danger, we need to do something dangerous. Actually concerns this tower over here. Let's go jump on this ledge. Pretty sure we need to go over here. Try to get rid of the boxes over here. Because we need some room to work with. Thank you very much. As you can see, we have a bit of explosives over there. Not too sure what they're doing over there, but blow them up with a missile. And it will actually fully collapse the tower. Bam! Can you guess what we can actually find through there? It opens a little bit of a morph ball tunnel for us, at least. So, curl up, go in here. Try to find your way through here. And on the ledge behind here, we find another Chozo Artifact. All required in order to open up the seal of the impact crater. All of them will be taken care of momentarily. There's still one more we can actually find in the Phendrana Drifts, in all honesty. And that one is going to be in the edge region, which is going to be perfect. Because there's an easy way to actually get there from here. As if I've actually lined out this route beforehand. We need to go towards Research Lab Ether to the research core. Remember, there's actually a tunnel that connects to the edge region through there. And that is indeed going to be our route to take. Right, let's go into thermal visor again, because this is going to be dark again, of course. Don't think that just because of clearing out the pirates base the first time, lights are going to be back on again. They will actually not be back on again. For the rest of the game, this area is going to be darkness. Bam! Incineration. It's the only thing that matters now in this game. I see you over there. At least these guys does not feel as bad to incinerate. For the local wildlife, I can imagine you having some moral objections, but for these guys I surely do not. But let's be honest, even for the local wildlife in Spanish, you can actually debate whether killing them is actually a good thing, because they are mutated because of the Phazon after all. Which is also per definition not a good thing. Oh, speaking of local wildlife, Metroids are definitely not one of them. I don't really feel like leading with you guys, so I'm going to leave. And enter the other part of the Phendrana Drifts region. It's interesting how you can actually divide this region in 3 separate regions. The Pirate Base region, the Edge region, which we're entering right now, and the Shorelines region, or the main region, or the old region. But anyway, there were a couple of things we also missed here. With the exception of the gravity suit, we were actually forced to skip every single power-up in this area, so here we still have plenty of work to do. First up, Frost Cave, missile expansion. For this one, the grapple beam was actually required. Let's go there first. To go through here. Not a very good tunnel for your boost ball, in all honesty. Was not able to get through there very quickly. Hello. No, missed one apparently. You were actually asking for some incineration, my friend. Goodbye. And you join him, please. And a full heal. Thank you. Now, we're going to use you, our glider friend, in order to be able to get to this side. Why is this required for the missile expansion? Well, simple. Only from this side we are actually able to reach this rock over here. It's very high up. You're not able to actually get this sooner. Only from up here. And this one will actually make a hole in the ice. for us to actually go in and pick up a missile expansion. Geronimo! Yet again. Samus likes falling from high altitude. The game is nice enough not to have any fall damage after all, so I can imagine. This was not the final item, as you may know. In fact, we actually saw another missile expansion in the gravity chamber, so we know this is not the final one. And I also actually promised you another Chozo artifact in this area. For that one we need to go to Phendrana's edge. Through this tunnel. You can also pick up a power bomb expansion over there, by the way, so... going over there for 2 items. Here we are. For this one the grapple beam is definitely required. The plasma beam is also going to be required, by the way, so remember to also bring that one along. We're going to be facing a red door in this area pretty soon. The artifact is going to be hidden behind a red door. So if you want both items, you're better to wait until this point. Am I missing something? No, I think I need to jump towards this one. Yeah, I'm able to reach it. Felt a bit off. Actually not being able to reach a regular grapple point from there. Keep my finger near the X-ray visor, because soon we're going to need it. I'm pretty sure it was this wall, actually. Yeah, here it is indeed. Look what we have behind this wall. Very well hidden, because this is actually not a wall you can scan. Yeah, it also doesn't even appear on your map. So this one is really something you can only find with your hint in the Chozo Temple. Otherwise, this is probably something you will never find on your own. But there's definitely a Chozo artifact hidden behind this wall. The artifact of spirit. Really close to actually collecting all of them. And as you can see, red door, so plasma beam also required. But before actually leaving here, we're first going to go all the way to the end of this room. Because I actually also promised you guys a power bomb expansion. Wait for this glider to actually be in range. And then grapple. And go into this hole. Where we find another power bomb expansion. Almost done in Phendrana Drifts. We only have one more item to pick up. And that is going to be the missile expansion we found in the gravity chamber. Let's go all the way down. Let's see if we can actually also still pick that up in this episode. Looks like I have time for it, so... it's going to be perfect when it comes to my time. So next time we can actually continue in the Magmoor Caverns to actually also finish that place up fully. Yeah, need to go to that room over there. You guys are going to actually stay out of my business. Bursting in the ball of fire is the best way to actually stay out of my business. Oh yeah, last time we learned that we're not able to actually jump there from here. Let's go take this shortcut actually, now that I think about it. Whoa, 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 where am I? Where am I? Still on the ledge apparently. And go in through here. I refuse to be intimidated by you any longer, Mr. Robot. Oh, it seems like pulse bamboos actually made their home here. Let's first get rid of you guys. And then it is time to start defreezing again. Plasma beam required in order to thaw the ice. Grapple beam required in order to get the grapple point. To swing to the final item. No, wait, that's not true. There's still an energy tank. Actually scratch that remark. There's one more item we need to get. But that one is going to be towards the elevator leading towards Magmoor Caverns, so don't mind me. Actually forgot about that one, but now that I think about it, there's also an energy tank in the corridor leading towards the elevator, also behind a bit of ice. So we're not going to stop quite yet. We're going to make a run for it. Back to Magmoor Caverns. last time we're going to hear this epic music, by the way. One of my favorite songs in the game. Phendrana's Edge music. But we are going to change it into Magmoor Caverns music. Which is of course the Ridley Lairs music from Super Metroid, and therefore also awesome. Definitely something we also enjoy listening to. But that one is also going to be the final time we're going to hear it. Because Magmoor Caverns is the next one that is up for full clear. There's only a handful of items we need to pick up there. It is the smallest of all the regions after all, so... We are already pretty far into that region, but still not fully complete yet. Before we are allowed to go there, one last item here in Phendrana Drifts, and the first region of this game is 100% complete. The energy tank in this corridor. Almost forgot about you. Oh, come on, stupid door. Plasma beam. And here it is. Energy tank acquired. And Phendrana Drifts is complete. Let's go finish off by entering Magmoor Caverns, which is going to be the next region we are going to check off. And then from there make our way towards Chozo Ruins, Tallon Overworld, and then back into the Phazon Mines, where we're going to basically clear this game. It is not going to be a surprise, there are going to be Chozo Artifacts on the lower levels of the Phazon Mines, so fully completing the game is something we can only do from there. But somehow it feels right to actually save that region fully for last. The hardest part of the game is still coming up after all. We need to be equipped with as much equipment as we can. Thank you all for watching. Treecks out.